Hello guys! It is 8:45 p.m. The lighting isn't great, but we're gonna work with what we've got. So right now it is Tuesday night and I am just back from my very first evening race. I did a Sri Chimnoy, it's a bit of a mouthful, Sri Chimnoy 5k race at Battersea Park, which started at 7 p.m. which is usually when my body goes on night mode. As I mentioned in my previous video, there is actually no race vlog for tonight's race because I decided not to film during the race. I didn't take the camera, and Ben is actually away for work. He's not in London at the minute, so he wasn't with me tonight and there was nobody to film. My gun time is 19 minutes 24 seconds. There is no chip time. It is a very low budget, low-key event, gun time only. And for instance, if I want to do one of their future races, I've got to keep this bib because I've got to reuse it. I enjoyed it, to be honest. I'm definitely not used to it. I will always prefer morning races, but I did enjoy it, and that's the most important. The only thing I was a bit like, ooh, is the start, which was a bit of a shambles, because obviously it's gun time, 3, 2, 1, gun, and off you go. Everyone was rushing because there is no chip time, so everyone wanted to get going as quick as possible. And I panicked a little bit at first. My heart was racing and yeah, didn't really like the start, but after I settled into it, and yeah, overall, really positive experience. And I think I will do their next race, which is I think on the 8th of August. My goal for this next one will be to get hopefully a little closer to my 5k PB. I did have my dinner on the way back. I got myself a wrap from Fred because right now the last thing I want to do is to cook something. So I'm gonna hop in the shower and go straight to bed. Wednesday morning, I am tired, guys. That's the thing with evening activities. Completely messes up with my sleep schedule, which is already not very solid. I should have asked for a double shot of espresso today. So anyway, I was meant to go to the gym this morning. I did not make it to the gym and I'm not running, but I thought I'd go for a walk, get some fresh air, feel a bit more awake. So I walked to one of my favorite coffee shops, got myself an oat flat white, also picked up a piece of peanut butter blondie, which sounded like a great idea for today, so I'm gonna have that later. And I think I might run this afternoon. It is now Thursday morning. I'm almost at the end of my run, just doing easy 8k to start the day. I ended up not running yesterday, took a complete recovery day, and I'm glad I did, to recover not so much from the race, but from the awful night's sleep I had afterwards. So yes, complete rest day yesterday, I had a good night's sleep last night, and I feel really good today. I went to the gym early this morning, and I'm also considering doing an extra run today, joining the Pure Sport club run for an easy 5k tonight. A bit more evening running practice and also a bit more social running. What I find a bit tricky at the minute is that I'm trying to balance different things. Ben is coaching me and I've got some specific running goals for the year, but I've also joined the running club and I'm trying to come along to the sessions. I did miss Tuesday's track session because I was racing, and also I'm trying to do a bit more social running, and I've not done any so far this week, which is why I'm considering going to Pure Sport tonight. But it's a little hard to balance, and we keep changing my training plan based on, you know, schedules being modified, social runs, and how I'm feeling, and probably giving bed a bit of a headache. It is now Friday morning, and since the last time I spoke to you 24 hours ago, I have been to not one but 2 social runs. Who is she? I am really upping the social running these days, and I've got to say I'm quite enjoying it. I've got to say I'm quite proud of myself for turning up to these social runs at least once a week, and yeah, making the efforts. Hopefully I'll keep this going. Yesterday evening I went to the Pure Sport Club run. It was the first time they were doing one on the Thursday evening starting in Hackney Week, which is super close by, including running there, doing the 5k together, and then running back. That was 8k all together, including my morning run that was 16k total for yesterday. This morning I was meant to do a 20k long run, but Ben told me to cut it short just because we need to ensure that I don't do too much running in a short period of time, and I did a double yesterday. So I ended up doing 17k this morning, including a few kilometers with another social running group. This one is called Your Friendly Runners. So I did almost 9k on my own to start with. And then I thought this running group were starting at like 7:15, so I turned up for just before 7:15. Turns out we kind of started running at like 7:30, 7:35, so the elapsed time of my run this morning is 20 minutes longer than my actual running time. And then I ran back home and that was 17k. I am on my way to a sports massage. The last time I had a sports massage was, well, it was in April when I got my calf niggle out of the blue. I did find this therapist in London. She has very reasonable prices compared to a lot of other therapists in the area. So I thought I'd book a 45-minute sports massage and hopefully it's good. So about that massage I got yesterday. In terms of the massage only, it was a really good sports massage. But the weird thing is that I was offered no privacy at all to get undressed. Like in my personal experience before, all the time the therapist leaves the room once I get undressed and I lie on the table and I put the towel on me and then the therapist comes back. But yesterday she didn't leave the room. She didn't even like turn away to ensure she wasn't looking at me whilst I was undressing, and I found it a bit uncomfortable. And I'm also a bit annoyed at myself because if I found it uncomfortable, I should have said it. I should have asked her to leave the room and give me some privacy. So I'm also a bit upset at myself that because I felt weird, I didn't want to make things weirder, and then yeah, I didn't basically say anything. But anyway, I am not quite sure I'm going to be back, although it was a good massage, but that just weirded me out a bit. So I'm about to set off and go to Parkrun. I decided to go to Hackney Marshes Parkrun today. I went to Hackney Marshes exactly 1 year ago. It was this exact same weekend last year, and I haven't been back since. So I thought, let's go back to Hackney Marshes. My time last year was 21 minutes 30. This parkrun is largely on grass. I will go out at what I called my parkrun pace today, which is basically not completely all-out race pace, but probably a bit faster than my threshold or tempo pace. So I'm going to give it a good effort and we'll see how much faster I can be today, 1 year later. 3, 2, 1, go! Ben came along to spectate and got a few clips. I didn't film the whole course today because I did it last year and I already have a Hackney Marshes Parkrun vlog on my channel. So this morning I finished in 19 minutes 44 seconds, first lady. Really surprised to have finished under 20 minutes because grass running isn't my forte, and I was 1 minute and 46 seconds faster than last year. A rainy 10k to start the day and to finish off this week of training. Look at all this frizzy hair. I got properly rained on today, and now of course that I'm back home, it isn't raining anymore. It's a total of 70 kilometers of running. I went to the gym 3 times. It was a good week of training. Quite happy with that. And I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. If you're new, please subscribe. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye!